So something's wrong with Squiggy. A couple days now, I've noticed that Squiggy has been out by himself a lot. And at first I figured it's because the weather broke, he's just out here, but it seems pretty often. And I've seen him breed a female. So I'm like, well, maybe he's getting bullied by Sir Quackers, which is our black Muscovy Drake, but he just keeps sitting out here. And you guys can see he is none too happy. Will you move off if I put my hand in? Yeah, you'll move off. Kind of looks like his foot was hurting. What's going on, Squiggy? What is it, dude? I don't really notice anything in his gait. And like, see, he hops right in and goes. I don't know. But I mean, you can tell he's been sitting. Look at that spot. So I know he's been like out here just chilling by himself, which these guys seem pretty social, and him and good lord, I'm trying to get out of here without the goats getting in. But him and Sky, get out of here. Get, guys. The goats are trying to get in. They know I couldn't close the door quick, so I'm literally blocking. Because they know that doesn't look like a whole lot, but it's just enough for the goats to slide in. So hopefully Mark will just be able to come close so I can just leave this open. Thank you. It's good practice for me to close that anyways, because I'm going to be giving medicine through the water. So I'm going to be giving apple cider vinegar, probiotic, electrolytes, garlic, poultry cell, whole bunch of different things to kind of pick them up. And I'm going to make it so that the entire flock gets some of this water. I'll also be using activated charcoal too, so that if there's anything toxic, the activated charcoal will kind of block it from being absorbed. Oh Lord. You guys can tell, like, this is charcoal. This is activated charcoal. Are you bullying? Is that part of it, mister? Huh? Huh, Sir Quackers? Yeah? Is that part of it? And because I've been witnessing breeding, I'm kind of something awesome, something good. I'm just saying, because I've been looking for breeding. I've been watching for eggs. A duck egg! Another egg! Yay! Yeah, I'm gonna leave them to see if perhaps the girls will start setting. Uh-oh, there's bullying going on. So it's good for us to do this for our flock, but I just saw Sir Quackers run after Squiggy. I think because these ladies are now receptive and accepting the advances of Sir Quackers. Sir Quackers is not a sharing man. He requires all the ladies for himself. So I'm gonna have to monitor that. For now, all we can do is kind of wait to see what progresses from here. If he seems to get a lot more lethargic, or if he still stays away from everybody in here, then I know it's probably bullying. Oh, and if that weren't enough, too. Look at all these girls fighting and carrying on. Do you know why? Look who is back in here. She escaped and got back in. Hey. So now, because she smells like a buck, all of my does are a little thirsty and restless. Even like the pregnant ones that are confirmed pregnant and are close to delivering are just kind of like, you can just, they smell it on her and they kind of just are having their own feelings. Okay, I guess I should feed these girls. That might be a good start to the afternoon. In the next episode or so, you guys are going to see what we're doing with the Muscovy enclosure. And it's a little different than what we thought we were originally going to do. And that's totally fine. That's totally fine because you just have to be ready to adapt on a farm. It doesn't always go the way that you want. Like today, I got a sick and bullied duck, hawks flying overhead wanting to eat my chickens, and a goat that refuses to get knocked up. Will not stay in with the buck. She somehow got out of the buck pen today, second time that she's done it, and somehow got into this pen with the does. I could not tell you how she did that. I know she's got hops, and that when she wants to get in with her friends, she does. But now she's got all of my pregnant does and my juniors that I'm getting ready to breed, but I'm just not. I mean, it might be this week because they're all acting ready to go. So, I mean, I feel like I'm living in a country song today, which, I mean, that's just farm life, but just having to learn to kind of roll with the punches. So, yeah, I don't ever go my way almost all at ever. And that's fine. I feel like as soon as you realize you're not in control and all you can do is do what you can do, you're fine. You're in a good mental space. So, as long as I release control, just understand that no matter what I want them to do, they're probably gonna do something different. Hey, I'm a-okay. And I just find it super appropriate that the one goat that I want to have kids is practicing abstinence, and then the one goat that I'm like, you're the only goat that I'm not breeding this year, wants to get in with the buck and has to have like a plan B shot for goats, which shot of Little Ice. So what am I gonna do about this? The only thing I can do is be consistent and keep putting her back in with the buck and try to watch to see where she's getting out and eliminate the escape routes. So she's not the only one that I'll be putting back in. Actually, you guys remember Poco Loco and Merida were kind of on the docket to be bred back in January, and I just had this gut feeling that said don't do it. So I did it because it's taken me 10 plus years of homesteading, livestock husbandry, all of the above to kind of figure out when your gut says no, it means no, you probably should listen to it. So these two does I feel are finally ready. I'm looking at them and they've actually fleshed out a lot. They've grown a lot. So I think they're ready. And that's going to be Poco Loco and her sister Merida. They don't like me. That's okay. I love them. So if I have it my way, I'll have 3 bred does ready to kid so for March, April, May, June, July, August. So early August, I should be having 3 does with kids that hit the ground. And honestly, I didn't blood test Poco Loco or Merida because I knew I was going to be breeding them later, and I kind of wanted to do all of that in one fell swoop so I could just send in and do blood panel testing for biosecurity purposes along with a pregnancy check. So yeah, hopefully they'll be bred, and here in about 2 months I can pull blood on them and send them in along with Tiger Lily again. I'll have to pull blood on her to see if she's confirmed bred or not, because really then I have to look at other reasons as to maybe why she's not coming into season or she's not being bred. I might just have to do the cedar. I kind of held off because I thought she was going into heat. And I still think there's a possibility she's having ghost heats, but now the fact that I haven't really seen a heat for all of these months when I thought she may have been bred has really got me questioning, do we have a free martin situation? Is she perhaps a hermaphrodite where she's not going to be able to carry kids to term? It could be a lot of things. So I'm really hoping that she's trying to go in with her friends here that are going to go in to get bred. So Tiger and then Merida and Poco Loco. So if she does not get bred on this run, I'm really going to have to stop and investigate. She's such a sweetheart and she's got great bloodlines, supposed to come from heavy milk lines. Probably one that I'm super excited to see what she do this year, and she might not be doing anything. But again, once you realize that you are not in control and you release control and just say, I can only do what I can do and do my best at it, and past that, it's out of my hands, you'll be a happy camper. So I'm gonna just do what I can do. And if it's outside my hands, it's outside my hands. At least I know my duck's not sick. He's just being bullied. Go rub on them. That's what they're for. Go rub on them. Okay. Look who's in with Flu. Just don't know what to think. You're in here again because you escaped. And these little ladies. What do you think? What do you think? You happy? Go on, say hi to them. What? Is this gonna make you guys like me? Is this gonna make you two like me because now you're in with him? So hopefully we're in the beginning stages of solving our tiger lily being open and not bred issue. She didn't like being here before. She jumped out twice. She put herself back in the pen once and then found a way into the doe pen the next time. So I'm hoping maybe by giving her some camaraderie and trying to escape this guy's advances that she'll be more likely to stay in here. And then if she's not, then I'm gonna probably just do a CIDR on her because I feel like I've given her more than enough patience to naturally cycle, and we need her to come into milk and to provide income through her babies. So yeah, we kind of have to have her bred, and it figures because she's one that I'm really excited about. She's one of my favorites in there, and I just really want babies from her. I think she knows, and she's just trying to keep control of the situation. You trying to keep control of the situation? Are you? What, you guys? I don't think I'm gonna have trouble with Poco Loco or Merida. This may even work in my favor to make them to start liking me because they're in with this rascal. So drop in the comments if you think that Tiger Lily and her two compadres, Merida and Poco Loco, will be bred this time around, or if you think we're gonna have to resort to a cedar or a CIDR on Tiger Lily. Could you go mess with them, not me? I don't want your advances. And here we've got old Poseidon. It's just being the sweetest buck God ever put on earth. But he's probably around 11 years old, so he's not really down to run after these ladies. I'm hoping to, like, he might tell me when they're cycling because I feel like him and Flu will be having disagreements. But he's such a good boy. And he's been starting to act his age, so I'm really scared. I think I've come out here 2 or 3 times to the dreaded death nap, where he just scared me to death because he's just the nicest old fella. He's just the nicest old fella. And I really want to let him live his days out here. So regardless, he'll be on our farm until he's gone. I just want you to have a good life until that time. Okay? You stay here and you get big old fat and sassy. Oh, fat and sassy. Yes. And an update for you guys on Squiggy. Squiggy is doing fantastic. He's breeding many females. I did see that Sir Quackers was bullying him, which makes perfect sense. The Muscovy duck is a seasonal egg layer, which means they're a seasonal breeder as well. So these ladies have just started to become receptive and have been giving us eggs. And I just think Sir Quackers did not want to share with Squiggy, even though it's a good ratio of 8 hens to 2 drakes. But he's doing just fine. He's breeding away. And we're gonna get them moved out here soon. So in the next episode, I think you guys are gonna see a big Muscovy move out. But until then, right now we're just trying to make sure that all of our Nigerian dwarfs are bred. And Flu's working on it. He's speaking of sweet nothings. But I think that's gonna do it for us today, guys. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you coming along for a sick duck, breeding problems, and I hope you're ready for a Muscovy move out. If at all you found yourself enjoying the video, make sure you let me know by leaving me a comment, dropping me a like, and subscribing. But until next time, guys, thanks for being here. Make sure you're being kind to one another out there and staying healthy. Bye. What? What? What do you want? What? I'm trying to talk. I'm trying to look at my phone. Oh, yes, yes. Rude.